Okay, I really kind of feel like this is like some kind of family situation or friends, family, coworkers. Sometimes you spend more time with the coworkers than you even with your own family, but this is some type of situation going on with those around you. But I do think it's something maybe a little bit more like, I'm not saying super close family, but somebody more in your tight knit circle. But let's get started, Pisces. Okay, let's get right to it. So, as far as what the basis of this reading is, you have the Four of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, you have Judgment, and you have the Knight of Swords. So, I think there was some type of, I don't want to say missed opportunities. I don't feel like this was a missed opportunity, but I think the Four of Cups is one of those cards that sometimes it could indicate like a missed opportunity, but sometimes it's like you're just getting the same crap over and over again. It's not really an opportunity. It's just the same crap. And you're sick and tired of being presented the same crap because you've gone through it before and you know it's the same crap and you kind of know the same outcome of it. So depending on the situation, that's what the Four of Cups is. But I feel like with this situation, it is the same crap. There might have been a situation that's kind of like it wants to present itself as an opportunity, but it's not really an opportunity. It's like the roller coaster you can't really, or the merry-go-round, I should say, that you've been on a few times and it's the same merry-go-round. So, but I think it has something to do with, like, I don't want to say your family unit, but there's something going on. Maybe somebody in the family was trying to do some type of business or something to make money, or there's something to do with your family and the money, but it was like almost like the same situation. Like maybe somebody was getting involved in another business and it's kind of like, same story, different day type of thing. Something has to do with your family unit though, but something's going on where I feel like there's a little bit of disharmony, and I think it's because maybe one of you didn't want to take this opportunity, or you're just like, what do I want to say here? I just think it's almost like something the same is going on, and because it's not changed, it's causing issues within the family. And I think you might be at a point where you're realizing it's the same mess, and you've almost like evolved from it, or you're like spiritually kind of like leveling up. I think you're realizing something a little bit clearer, and you're deciding to almost like maybe focus on your own spiritual path, or you're rising above something. That's what I want to say. And I think you're actually very set on rising above something, because with the Knight of Swords, this guy is tunnel vision. He's on his mission. He's made up his mind. There is no turning back with him. Sometimes he could make up his mind a little too quickly, but I feel like there's something that you've made up your mind regarding kind of like finances, but kind of I really feel like more of a family thing with this, and you've kind of almost are deciding to get out of maybe certain patterns that have been, and maybe they are the same patterns for your family, because unfortunately sometimes that happens. Sometimes the patterns are not good patterns, especially. So there's something within that you're deciding to not partake in anymore, and you're kind of like rising above it. That's what I'm getting here. Now, in your current energies, you have the Six of Cups with the Star reversed. Now, I really think the Six of Cups is kind of like this, it's about nostalgia. It could be about people from the past. It could be about a little bit of playfulness as well. But I think there's something going on that has been almost going on that gives you nostalgia. It could be family, friends, whatever. But it's almost like there's like a lack of healing. Like I think you're trying to heal, because I think you have this judgment thing. You're trying to kind of move past something, maybe forgive, forget. But whatever it is, there's a little bit of this like disconnect within this unit, whoever these people are. There's a little bit of like disconnect. There's almost like that. I think you're coming together in some kind of things, and that's good. But there's almost like it's not like perfect. There's like almost like maybe it's like a forgiveness issue. There's some type of resentment that's still lingering. I hope that makes sense for somebody. It feels like there's something from this. I think the resentment or whatever this is whatever pattern or cycle that has not really been very helpful for the family, or whatever this is. It doesn't even need to be your family, but your inner circle, we'll call it, that I think you're trying to break. I think that there might be resentment that you're actually trying to break it, that you're trying to get out of that situation, or you're trying to do things a little bit differently for yourself because you feel like something's better for you. But there's some type of almost like disconnect. But I think people know that they have to almost like overcome it but there's like still this kind of like residue. I feel like there's a little bit of a residue regarding some of this. Now, what's coming in for you is the Three of Cups with the Judgment reversed. Now, it's interesting because I think that there's almost like this family healing or this inner circle, this type of healing trying to go on. But it's, you know, it's like a bumpy road. And I feel like you're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it's this like kind of back and forth mess a little bit. But I do think you're making progress. I think the situation is making progress. But it's very, I don't want to say emotional, but it's a very like, it's a delicate situation, you know. It might be a little messy as well. But I think you guys are kind of headed in a better place. But it's still like this little push and pull a little bit. Because the Three of Cups is all about, you know, celebrations and enjoying people, you know, just celebrating that you're friends or whatever, just enjoying other people and just enjoying everything, you know, enjoying each other. But the Judgment in reverse is almost like not answering the call for your highest good, you know, your enlightenment, you know, the betterment of yourself. And because you have Judgment over here, I think you should watch out that you're not slipping back into some of the mess that was up here. I think that when you're kind of with these people or whoever this might be for you, don't slip back into old patterns, or maybe old patterns are trying to kind of sneak in here a little bit again. So just be aware of that. I don't think this is bad. I just think sometimes you got to be aware of that a little bit. But what's challenging you regarding this situations, you have the King of Swords reversed and then the Six of Wands. I think some of you are almost like, I think for whatever this is, I think you are doing something that's better for you in a way, and I think other people are seeing it. I think some people might be a little jealous. I think there's a little jelly going on over here, a little jelly being spread around over your energies, because the King of Swords, he's kind of a dick. In reverse, he's a dick. I think he's probably a dick both ways, but he's really a dick in reverse. And that's gender. It doesn't have to be gender suspicious. You use it as however, whoever, whatever. You get it's the energy I'm talking about. The energy of being a dick. So you might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit, thinks they're right, wants it done their way the highway type of thing. I think that they see that you're actually having some type of success, or you're making progress, or something is going very well for you, or you're almost like elevating yourself in some type of way. And I think, I'm not saying that they don't like it, but you know, sometimes people, they have to give their 2 cents where 2 cents wasn't even asked for. I kind of feel like that's what's going on. Somebody has an opinion or something, and it's not maybe the most, you know, productive or constructive opinion that's ever existed in the world. But I think that they feel like they need to share that with you, or something with that is, you know, maybe they're a little bit too much, trying to be a little bit too like controlling or a little bit too manipulative or something. There's some funny business going on with that. But what's recommended for you guys, you have the Three of Cups and then you have the Seven of Cups reversed. I think you guys really need to just choose your path. You need to choose what you want to do. I think that you guys have a lot of emotions going on right now. The Three of Cups, we have it again over here. So I think it's like you need to, almost like with these two together, I don't want to say like pick and choose your friends, or pick and choose who you hang out with, or your soul tribe, or whatever you want to say, your little buddies, or whatever you want to do over here. But I think there's some type of almost like having to decide, make a very strong determination. If there's some people that maybe you don't spend so much time with, you know, maybe don't spend so much time with those people anymore. Because I just really feel that I think you're trying to get into a better place. I feel like you're trying to really break certain bad habits or patterns, or, you know, just even if your friend groups, you always had like certain patterns, and now you're trying to, you grew out of it or something. Something you might have been growing out of something, and you're really trying to align yourself a little bit differently, you know, for something that's a little bit better for you going forward. And I just think that there's someone here, I'm not saying they're just trying to hold you back, but I just feel like they're not really ready to let go of resentments or trying to move forward or something. And it's a little bit, you know. So I think that this is saying that you just need to be very aware, because all that glitters is not gold. Some of these people really may not be the best for you. And I think it's like you just need to really focus on the things that are actually really good for you, and invest your time in the people and things that actually really, I don't want to say just invest in you, but that are worth your investment, that worth your time. because I definitely think you need to celebrate. You need to kind of have that community feeling and the enjoyment of other people right now. But I think you need to kind of almost like pick and choose like who you're doing that with. And let's see what other cards came out for you. You got 54, Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. So definitely there's something that you don't let somebody, like with this King of Swords reversed here, don't let somebody tear you down. Don't let somebody try to mistreat you. Like, know your worth, because I think they're doing it because I feel like you have you've gone through something, you've done the work in, you're putting the work in, and they almost might want you to like undo some of the work, but I think you're doing what you need to do. I don't think this is a quick process either, but I think that they see you kind of almost like either achieving something like monetarily, physically, or even just spiritually, or just even the way you are, you know, you're just the way you are. It could be changing. And I don't know if they're really on board with it, you know, and that's really their problem at the end of the day. But the skunk is here to say that you have to know your worth. And then you have Black Tourmaline, protect your energy. And I definitely think that you need to do that right now, because I definitely think that some of this negative Nancy energy over here is causing a little bit of this, you know, you want to be healing, you want to, you know, extend the olive branch, but then all of a sudden somebody's, you know, saying something or doing something, and it's almost like, you know what, no. It's kind of like, I feel like that kind of almost seesaw energy of trying to have things flow nicely, but then all of a sudden now they're not flowing nicely. It's like that stop and pull type of thing. It's kind of like this back and forth energy here. But I don't think it's from you. I think it's somebody external, because I really feel like you're trying to do something and you're committed to doing something better. So yeah, so then we have Masked, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Now I feel like whoever this King of Swords reversed represents for you, I think it could be a little bit of this manipulation going on. Somebody, a little sneakiness here. They might, I don't want to say they have ulterior motives, but the King of Swords, you know, he's kind of like that. He's all in his mind. He's all with the thoughts. And I wonder if someone is kind of like, they're saying they're supportive of you and they're happy for you, but maybe they're like almost like talking crap behind your back, you know, or something. Or maybe they're almost like, I don't know. It's something kind of like that. Like, you're going to know for yourself, but, and I wonder, I'm going to be honest with you, what could be recommended for you guys as well is, because sometimes you can't fully cut these type of people out. Sometimes this could be like a close family member where like you just can't get rid of them. They're stuck with you for the rest of your life, you know? But then this would be recommending for you, still enjoy the celebration, still enjoy the people around you, but maybe pick and choose what you're saying to who, and maybe not say the full thing type of thing. You know, just if you know somebody's going to kind of hurt you emotionally or kind of be a little bit of negative about things, then they don't need to know anything. They don't need to know your business, you know? So that could indicate that you might have to be a little bit more selective with not only who you spend your time with. Sometimes you can't just not spend time with somebody, but maybe don't tell them everything if you can. Okay, then you have free yourself. It's time to take back. It's time to take back control of your life, and I think this is extremely important. And I think whatever this is here, I think there was some type of like negative like pattern kind of going on here, and I think that you have this judgment, this kind of awakening in a sense, and I think you definitely were committed to changing things. So I think you are freeing yourself, but like I said before, there's this like kind of push and pull, almost this like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of energy, or 2 steps back, 1 step forward, whatever it is. But I think you just need to kind of get out of that cycle a little bit. But it's not always easy. It's always a work in progress. Everything's always a work in progress. Okay, now we have the dark. Take a moment to sit under the star-speckled sky, listening to the crickets and breathing in the cool night air. And I feel like this is just saying take some time for yourself. Disconnect from anything. Disconnect from this mess, because I feel like there's a lot of emotional stuff here. So this isn't, and I don't think that this is somebody you could just get rid of. You know, like you're just going to delete them on Facebook or something. I think this is somebody that's kind of like in your immediate circle potentially, or this could be a situation happening in your immediate circle. So you might not be able to like just be like, okay, well, we're just like unfriending you type of thing. You might be seeing them. You might wake up and they're sitting there at your table at breakfast type of situation. So, but I think even within that, you could still take some mental time away from this to try to reground and recenter yourself and just kind of free your mind from the BS, because I feel like this is probably like a little, this is definitely frustrating. I don't think it's all bad, but it's almost like that little like nitpicky type of thing, and it's like you're happy, but then there's like this little like, you know, kind of energy kind of happening, kind of pissing on your parade type of thing. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. I feel like you have things to celebrate, things are going well, but then somebody's kind of trying to piss on your parade. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so now we have the affirmation card. You have, today I am energetic. Today I am filled with an incredible energy and enthusiasm to face this beautiful day. And that is beautiful. Now you also have, let's root for each other and watch each other grow. And the one who falls and gets up is so much stronger than the one who never fell. And I feel like this is saying that even if somebody isn't quite rooting for you, you can be the bigger person. You can, you know, be the kind of that judgment, that your higher self, you know, the kind of the bigger person. And you could root for this person over here, even though that, you know, it is what it is. So, and I feel like if you did fall, I feel like there was some type of fall here in a sense, but I think that you were the one that got up and is trying to push something forward and better yourself. So you are much stronger now than whoever this King of Swords reverse might be, who I don't know if they really ever changed. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to help create you into a better person in the end. Now let's see what spirit of the dish shall be with you during this time. You have the spirit of the Queen of Sides, which is the spirit of the salad. And for your dinner and a movie, we have barbecue food and action films. That's what's recommended for you at this time. Now, for the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, you have Virgo. So Virgo, I see, is very detail-orientated. They're very, I would say analytical. It's kind of like thoughts, communications, but I see them as being very detail-orientated and very thorough in certain aspects. So maybe that's what you need to be right now. Maybe just really focus on the details, because there's a lot of emotions here. So maybe there's certain things that, I'm not saying get lost in some of the details or get lost in organizing something, but sometimes if you feel like you're more organized, sometimes people like cleaning, you know, do something that helps you feel more productive, and it might help some of this emotional stuff. It's not going to get rid of it, but sometimes it makes you feel like you are more in control if you're in control of your surroundings type of thing. And you also have Sagittarius, and this is all about expansion and good fortune. And Sagittarius is, they're very like very free. They want to do what they want. You know what I'm saying? They kind of just want to do what they want. So I think that you kind of, in a weird way, from breaking whatever this cycle is, you're kind of like being seen as like you're doing what you want, even though I think it's definitely better for you. I just think you need to have that energy of like, I do what I want type of thing. Now we also have the North Node, which represents your destiny and things that you're destined for. And then we also have Neptune here, which is about vision, creativity, and illusions. So somebody like with the mask, somebody might be putting on a brave face or a happy face, but they might actually not really be happy for you. So you got to watch if there's some type of illusions and BS going around on. But I think that you need to still kind of, because I feel like with the judgment, when we go through these moments of trying to better oneself, you got to be a little creative with it. You know, you have to have that kind of that dream energy or that kind of like going with the flow. And I feel like that's a little bit with the Pisces. You know, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's not maybe as tangible or like locked down, or with the Neptune, you know, it's kind of a little bit more that flowy kind of energy, that kind of, you know, I'm just going to see how today goes type of thing. So you might have to have that little bit. It's funny because like Virgo is to me is very much like the control, the details. But within that, I think you might have to accept that there's certain things you're not going to be able to control, and you're going to have to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Control what you can, think outside the box, do something's fun or whatever, be a little different. But then when you need to just be with the flow, just be with the flow. That's what I'm kind of getting. Now you have number 5 here, which is an odd number. So that means a special guest that'll be answering your questions today shortly will be the Magic 8 Ball. Think of those questions. He'll be out here soon. Okay, now you have these two. So, okay, so the playful cat. This cat just wants cuddles. He wants snacks. You know, he just wants to have some fun. So I think this is being playful, you know, maybe cuddle yourself, get some cuddles, just do some fun stuff, take a nap, you know, sleep, just chill out a little bit. And the palm tree to me is also about fun, right? It's about kind of like, I don't know. I would think like if I was by this palm tree, I'd have a drink in my hand, you know, some music would be going on. I'd be having some fun somewhere. So I think you might just have to have some fun and enjoy the moment. That's what I kind of get with this palm tree. Just enjoy the moment, you know? Don't take things too seriously. I think some of this is serious, but I think there's good things happening still within this, but I think there's good things happening with you, but just be happy with what's going on with you. And some of the other mess, maybe don't take it too seriously if you can. You know, sometimes it's easier said than done. And we have peace. And I think with the Judgment, I feel like you're kind of trying to find peace within yourself. You might even be trying to find peace within the situation. Like this situation here, you might be trying to make peace with somebody, move forward, and something is not quite, it's not working that way, or it's being a little held up or being a little slow. So I think you just need to continue to try to find peace, and eventually peace will catch up, hopefully. And if it doesn't, at least you can just make peace within yourself and call it a day. Okay, let's bring him on out. Here he is. Think of those questions and it's time to ask. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Pisces' question? It says, signs point to yes. There you guys go. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.